Good evening, Gooners. Welcome to In the North Bank and the graveyard shift. It's a very late match day preview show, and what a game. And I'd like to say thanks to the shift before us for a really good show on all things WWE. So well done, Jonesy and the crew. If you're still joining us on the channel, please get involved in the comments and get your questions in and stuff. But look, what a game, 4 days, and we go into what is a crucial game. In all honesty, 3 teams separated by 1 point, and look, approaching that Easter weekend, Liverpool have got Brighton just before us, so depend on the result, we could see ourselves in second place before we even kick off, but we know that game is probably not going to be easy for them either, with Brighton. So it's just a crazy race, I would say. I'm coming around nice and clear. I'm on Wi-Fi in a hotel, which is a little pants. I'd have preferred it a bit better, but it isn't. But it's I think it's all right. But look, a win for either City, Liverpool, or Arsenal will basically make a little bit more daylight. I think that's just clear as day. There's so many games. Look into Wednesday, a big game, and then you take it into the following weekend against Brighton as well. So lots of football and lots to get into. So as I say, it's a new kind of segment I've kind of floated around with at the start, and it'll be something that I want to kind of get a few people involved in, but this is a little bit off the cuff. So let's have a look at the first bit here. Okay, so obviously the team analysis. So recent form. Look, I've been looking at the last 10 games, I think, for both teams, and you look at it, and look, that still takes us into our shock horror moment around Christmas and into the new year, where we had the 2 West Ham was a good performance, just we couldn't do a lot with the chances or the possession that we actually had. The Fulham game was totally different. In all honesty, that was a performance that I wouldn't have thought would have been an Arsenal performance. And look, after that, we come back through after the game against Liverpool in the FA Cup, and we've got 8 straight victories. So look, solid in all honesty. You look at all those results. I'll put these on the screen now, so you can kind of have a look. I'll say Man City have kind of just gone about it quietly themselves as well. They've not been really ripping teams apart. They've been fairly fortuitous over a few of the games, and have taken a long time to kind of, like, say, get that first goal. It's normally about that 20 minute left moment, and then they make the breakthrough. But look, you know what a good team Man City are. So wins against Newcastle, Sheffield United, Burnley, Brentford, Everton, Brentford again at home, Bournemouth away, Man United, and then two draws, so Liverpool and Chelsea. So yeah, look, we're two teams banging form, and yeah, there's not going to be a lot to choose between them. Obviously, we've done a lot better. I would say with those games that we probably should win. But obviously, the convincing wins against Palace. You look at Burnley. You look at West Ham. Look at Sheffield United. Yeah, and other seasons it would have been a little bit more of a tricky time. But we done the business. Newcastle at home as well. Liverpool, some really good results. I think it was really good teamwork. I think, in all honesty, yeah, I look at it and I just think it's built up to be an unbelievable game, on Sunday. Um, yeah, I'm just I'm thinking now about what the potential lineups are going to be. Um, Obviously, there's been a lot of rubbish that's gone on, over the international, and it's rubbish. It was a rubbish time to have done international break. Players, I don't think, are 100% into it. I don't think anyone would be really, really saying, I want to go and play, with potential that you might be injured for your club. Certainly when you're in the latter stages. So I thought it was a very dead rubber like kind of like moment to kind of have these games. But look, Man City had pulled a load of players out. Obviously, we had our Brazilians that had been out. Obviously, Martinelli was obviously out previously from the Sheffield United game anyway. But Gabriel, yeah, and it's one of those. We've pulled them out, and I think we have probably got about four or five that are kind of carrying slight niggles, probably for a large part of the season as well. We look at Ben White as well. We can add that to the list. Um, Obviously, a massive game for him, coming back in after the furore of him being outed, by Southgate for not wanting to be part of, England. Um, yeah, I don't think it was the right thing to do. Certainly not in the way that Southgate makes himself out to be. I think he's left him to hang out to dry, really. And yeah, it's not really great. But I think Ben White will love it. I think he'll revel in the animosity. I think there'll be a lot of boo boys coming out for him. But yeah, we have to move on. But as I say, I think our performance was very, very good. Certainly teamwork wise and being able to manage the games, restricting, say, like Liverpool, even being at home to like the one game, one shot on target, and even just taking the chances, just really, really being dominant and being well organised and managing games. And it's something that we haven't had for a long time. And it's been, to be honest, very unlike watching Arsenal. That you're always almost kind of hiding behind the sofa when Arsenal are playing, 3-0 up. You never kind of think it's, um, you're never quite comfortable. I think that's it. You're always kind of, oh god. But we've been very good. So yeah, it's going to be a massive test for us, and it's something that's it's an emotional hurdle. I think, and another one. I think we've done well with crossing some of those kind of hurdles. I think we've done well at certain places now, and taking off hoodoos. Can we go and get it sorted over there? I think that's the final one now where we owe a performance and we owe a solid one. And look, with a squad that we've probably got full strength, I think it'll be quite good to see. So yeah, I'm over all the the previous games because yeah, we've had some stinkers, but yeah, two teams in form. Uh, all players are going to be fit. I can't imagine. Only John Stones, I would say, with obviously Timber for our side being the ones that are probably 100% going to be not playing. Um, that said, if John Stones turns up, he should be getting absolute pelters, but he won't because he's not an Arsenal player. So, yeah, I don't know. There's lots of games going on with clubs on this side. Yeah, let us know your thoughts on the international break and the players that are pulling out, and yeah, even our players, Rice playing 90 minutes again. Um, but yeah, was worth saying. Obviously, what the key players. We know the players that we know. There's threats everywhere for both teams. I've singled out six on each. Look, Haaland, number one, 18 goals, 5 assists in 23 appearances. So 91 shots. Foden, 11 goals, 7 assists in 28. 9 big chances created. Alvarez, who I think has come in, has been very, very good as well. He's dipped in with 8 goals and 8 assists in 28, 75 shots. De Bruyne's come back in. Yeah, he's not 100% fit, but he said, yeah, 1 goal and 5 assists in 9 appearances, 8 big chances created. Rodri is the one that we need to kind of shackle and kind of really, really unsettle him. He's 6 goals, 5 assists, and 25. 6 big chances created, along with Bernardo, 6 goals and 4 assists in 24 appearances, and 9 big chances created. So they've got talent everywhere, and this is why I say why they're so dangerous, and this is why they always find a way, because they've got so many players that will come in and make a telling contribution. Take Arsenal, for example. Look, Saka, 13 goals, 8 assists in 27, 81 shots. For a winger to have that many shots, I think it's pretty decent going. Havertz, 8 goals, 3 assists in 27. Only one big chance created with him. Odegaard, 6 goals, 6 assists in 25, 13 big chances. So he's a massive player in this game. Still uncertain about if Martinelli's going to play. It's been. I'm not sure if anyone else has heard anything on that side. Obviously, 4 days until the game. Obviously, he had a cut on his ankle or his foot, which was a bit of a worry. But let's say he's had a rest, and obviously I hope that should have healed up and should be ready now, unless there was anything else alongside that. Martinelli, 6 goals, 4 assists in 25, with 5 big chances created. But one that's very telling, Saliba, 2 goals, 1 assist, 28 appearances, 11 clean sheets. And I think when we look at, say, last season, and obviously we had Rob Holding pop in because obviously Saliba was injured this time last year, and we missed him massively. And you saw from the home game, Saliba is a different gravy. He's got a good way of shackling Haaland. Look, he's done well in his matchups. Let's hope for another one, because this is where we need 100% concentration. And yeah, everyone together. We need a proper performance across the whole team. Just want to do a quick little shout out to the chat room. Even in Zoom in UK, Jonesy. Georgie and Georgina. How you doing, G? Yeah, welcome. Yeah, it is late. I've been up since 3:45 this morning. So yeah, it's been a long one. But I've wanted to do this because it's a massive game, and I'm not going to talk before the game. So yeah, it's look. What I said about the injuries, Man City, obviously Edison, De Bruyne, Walker, Akanji, Stones, and Nunes, all doubts. Yeah, I can't see anyone bar Stones not being available. I look at it. I don't know. We've obviously seen. I think De Bruyne has already been in training. Yeah, Edison's kind of he's had a rest. Um, yeah, they've all withdrawn. They've not been used. They've had their break, and they come back. Yeah, obviously Saka. Um, be interesting to see if it is actually amounting to much. Obviously, it was a thigh injury apparently that he reported. So I don't expect him to be missing. I don't think it's a problem. I just think it's just to be managed because he's obviously had a lot of football. He certainly don't need to be playing um, those kind of friendlies. Yeah, Gabriel with Achilles. Obviously, it's not a good one. So if there's any kind of problems with that, then he has to be treated and kind of give him a little bit of rest. Then Martinelli with the foot. So yeah, look, if it's stitches that's healing, then yeah, it should be fine now for him. So yeah, I'm hoping it's all good on that side. Um, yeah, obviously Timber not there yet. So yeah, that is the kind of injuries and the key players. Um, yeah, G said, yeah, the back four this season will be a difference. Yeah, look, I think it's the having the backup, isn't it? It's just having a bit of quality there, and you can rely on players coming in. Um, even at left back, and you suddenly think, well, yeah, Zinchenko being out injured, you've got Kirion has stepped up, but even then, we've got players that can kind of just pop in and just do a job. So yeah, no, look, really good. Really pleased to see everyone reaching kind of fitness at probably the right time now. This is what we're talking about. This kind of business time where we need everyone here. So yeah, it's really, it's proper business time. BX Guna, good evening. And Broncoin, good evening. Okay, so yeah, my lineup. I think it's worth saying. I'm just gonna go through obviously the City team. That's how I think they're gonna probably try and line up. I think Foden on that left hand side. I just think it'll be just targeting our left hand side. And yeah, Bernardo Silva with De Bruyne, with Rodri, Ake, and Diaz. I think Walker is still going to play. I can't see any doubt that he's not going to play. And Guardiola on the left, so he'll probably have a good eye on Saka. In all honesty, so yeah, I think that will be Man City. What do you think? Everyone, that sound right? Would you go? Would you think that for Man City? For us, yeah, obviously Royer in goal. I've gone with Zinchenko because I think this midfield kind of area is going to be real key. There's obviously pros and cons with him. We lose a lot defensively because obviously he does tuck in. If he does kind of hold his position, stay out wide, then it might be a little bit different. But I've put Jesus on the left hand side because again he tracks back and he does work. So yeah, that's what I would like to think. I'd like to see Jorginho in there again. I think he certainly hasn't played himself out of the team. And other than that, it picks itself. Everyone agree with that? Yeah, let me know. Let me know your lineups. But yeah, Havertz up top, I think he can kind of cause a little bit of mayhem and certainly get us up the pitch a bit more. Certainly try and hold the ball up and try and get some link up with Saka, even Jesus in and around, and allow Odegaard and Rice to kind of come up alongside and help out. But yeah, it's going to be a big unit effort, I think, with in all honesty. Let me just get on here. Yeah, Colonel evening. Yeah, De Bruyne, Walker, and Diaz are injured now. I don't believe so. De Bruyne was well. Look, they were taken off international break. Certainly Walker. I think it's more of a precaution rather than he's going to miss it. This is what I say. There's a lot of games going on. I think with some of these players. Yeah, John Stones I think is a little bit different, but I just think that obviously a lot. You look at even Haaland even going off and coming away with a knock, didn't play. So yeah, I think 100% they'll be there. So yeah, it's we don't know. In all honesty, we don't know how bad they are. Odegaard left and bring Partey in instead of Jesus. Jesus, you play Odegaard on the left, as in, yeah, blind. I'm not sure about. I'm not sure. I'd want to kind of change the balance. When we talk about we want to have a setup that we kind of used to and play to our strengths. I'm not sure playing Odegaard maybe say on the left wing. I don't know. Not sure if that is probably the right thing to do in a game of this kind of magnitude on that side. But my inkling was Partey, but again, how fit is he? Is he fit enough for you to be able to rely on him to come in and do a job better than what we've been doing previously? Yeah, BX. I think we need a stronger midfield going up against Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri. I'd play Havertz in the left centre midfield, Jesus on the wing, Trossard up top if Martinelli is out. Yeah, my only feeling why I didn't put Havertz in mine in midfield was that I don't think we'd get I wouldn't say the output, but again, a proper engine in that middle who's going to be running around and really making themselves a nuisance and getting around. I don't think Havertz is that kind of player, and that's why I think he'd be a bit more suited, maybe a little bit higher up, to kind of give us a focal point to play to and certainly get up the pitch. Obviously, Rice being on that kind of level with Jorginho, kind of with his calmness with the ball. Odegaard and Rice ahead of him. I think that's as strong as we could potentially go at this moment. You obviously can put Partey into that mix, but again, it just depends on how ahead he is, and if he is fit, then great. but it's just that if, isn't it? And it's always been that kind of thing. Now, can we keep him fit? How good is he? Is he ready? Um, you don't want to be chucking him in and then maybe say having to take him off after 25 minutes. Yeah, it's a good one from Colonel. Kirill has been brilliant too. I feel his defensive attributes are so much better than Zinni. We should have kept Tierney for me though. Yeah, it's a well, the ship's sailed. I don't know. There's certain things he does. I think he just wants a bit more. I don't think Kirill is just a left back, and this is what I'm saying. I'm not sure if Tierney had the consistency and the fitness. I think the natural fitness. I remember the times where you'd see Tierney be bombing up and down the wing, and literally after about 10, 12 crosses into the box for nowhere, he's like literally hands on head, just like literally, I'm done. I'm cooked. Kirill just looks a beast, and yeah, I get 100%. And it was a toss up between Kirill because I say he has been brilliant and he hasn't played himself out of the team. I just think that I think he wants that balance or maybe that extra body in that midfield, or certainly try and work ways to get that extra body in that midfield. Kirill, I don't think does that as well, but as I say, the defensive side of things, if we were say keeping tabs on a Foden, or whoever, then it'll be good. But look, as BX has just said, I'm delighted we're having debates on our best 11 and not in fear of City. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah, look, when we've gone over there previously, I said we've been short. We've had problems. As long as we're focused in the game, we don't lose our heads. We don't have a player sent off. Yeah, we can get something there. And look, strength on the bench as well, massive difference. So yeah, look, I'm quietly positive. I'm not going to go and say that we're going to go there and we're going to win. I think they're unbeaten still there, aren't they? So it's not a given. It's not going to be an easy task by any stretch. But I feel a lot more confident that we can go there with a team that is solid. We can go and do a job, and I'm sure, and I'm pretty certain we've made big movement towards getting to that kind of level. We've seen good performances in these big games, and it's time for us to step up again for another big game. So that's why I say there's no fear. Last one on here for a second. I'm still in fear of them realistically. Arsenal have to win 9 out of 10 games, and we have the hardest running as Sky have shown. Yeah, look, to get to that point, yeah, we are going to have to probably go on. I don't think nine is probably the number. I think there will still be some points dropped. It obviously still is unlikely, but yeah, I think there will be points dropped. I think we'll drop points, but I also still think that there'll be points dropped elsewhere as well. But as you say, yeah, we have got the hardest game, or the hardest running, but we've got to do the job with what's in front of us. Yeah, we take this game. If we can avoid defeat, then look, you roll on to the next game. Luton. You then have a away trip on my birthday at Brighton. And you then go on into the Champions League after that. And yeah, you look at it now. There's games everywhere, and every game matters. And yeah, there's going to be some more twists and turns, and we've just got to be in and around when that time comes. Because yeah, teams are going to be playing each other, and it will be a tactical battle. No question. And that's it. Can we outwit them this time round? I think we've had a lot of bad luck. I think we've had quite a few bad decisions on our side, but it is what it is. We just have to go from there. Really, it's one of those. I don't know. We just got to do the job and make it hard. Obviously, it's the midfield battle which is the key. Um, yeah, no, I'm not going to go into the tactics directly because, I say, I think we kind of know. I think we have to kind of put a lot of pressure on Rodri. Certainly, make it uneasy. I remember in the home game, even in the Community Shield, the way we were like harassing them, it made them really, really nervy. And I think he played Bernardo Silva at left back, and was that right? Was it this season or was that last season? But no, either way, we made them nervy, and this is it. And we've got to get the players in and around them, and we've got to just be brave with our possession as well, and certainly have a pop when we kind of get in those chances or in those little areas. So yeah, it it's going to be massive. And I'll tell you what, Easter Sunday in thousands of houses, just it's, you know what I mean, to be just switch away from family. Let's it, put the telly on, and it's just like take yourselves away from Easter and just watch this game because it's going to be massive. Um, okay, next little segment. Yeah, head to head. So we've played City. This will be the 211th time or the 211th fixture between us and City. Arsenal have won 100. City have won 65, and there's been 45 draws. However, yeah, our recent record not been great, has it? That we've lost in the last 8 visits to the Etihad. 4-1, 1-0 in the FA Cup last year. And obviously, yeah, the 5-0, another 1-0, 3-0, 2 3-1s, and a very frustrating 2-1. So yeah, look, we've had some tough games. The last game, the last win, who knows it? Anyone get there in the comments before I say it? Anyone? The last win for Arsenal at the Etihad. Anyone got it? Who was the last? Okay, so the last win, or close. It was 2015. We beat City 2-0, goals from Cazorla and Giroud. The starting lineup: Ospina, Bellerin, Koscielny, Mertesacker, Monreal, Coquelin, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Ramsey, Cazorla, Sanchez, and Giroud. That team. Who would get in to our squad this year out of those? Would you bring a couple of trades in for any of those? I'd have 3, potentially 4. Yeah, BX is on the right. Is on the right track. Yeah, so that was the last win, and I said about we've had some horrible moments and obviously key moments. So we can look back at key moments, can't we? And memorable matches. The memorable matches are the ones that are quite painful in this session. Sorry, in this fixture. We can go all the way just back to last season, couldn't we? And we go the 2-1 at home, and even just that one where Gabriel got sent off. You then had the Odegaard penalty not being given. Yeah, and it was. You then had their penalty given with VAR, and it was just you had Martinelli with an open goal when he puts it onto the outside of the post. Lots of little kind of things where you suddenly think, well, we were in that game. We could have got something, and then that could have been another draw or another point or 3 points had it gone our way. But yeah, you then look at the away game and you look at it. Obviously, Saliba missing, Tomiyasu, and it was just like, yeah, seeing Holding struggle with Haaland. Those memories always in your head. Even going back to 2021, we started. I remember I was away on holiday for it in Cornwall. G's still listening, her neck of the woods, and I thought we started really well for the first 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes. I thought we were pressing really, really well. Edison looked shaky, and then they scored with their first actual meaningful chance. And yeah, they were 2-0 up after 12 minutes, and then Xhaka got a red card on 35 when he stretched in for a tackle, and yeah, didn't catch. Who was it? The fullback plays for Barcelona now, doesn't he? What's his name? Oh God, it's gone. Someone will tell me. But yeah, that was right on the ball then at 2-0, and yeah, it ended up being 5-0. I think it was 5-0 that one. Yeah, it was not nice, but look, we've had some nice stuff as well. We've had some nice ones. Yeah, Cancelo, that's the one. Yeah, Colonel. Yeah, we've had some good displays at home. And this is why I say this game is very, very tough for us because look, I think it's more. Look, we've been on the end of beatings home and away majority of the time over recent years. It's only the last couple of seasons that we've started to show that we can do stuff. Certainly at home, it's just turning this away game into a meaningful, tough fixture for them. So, yeah, look, the game earlier in the season was really good. I thought we done really well. We've got to learn. We've got to take things from that as well, and build on it. So yeah, just going to go back onto the chat again. Hold on a second. Yes, BX Guna said Santi, 100%. So he would have got in from that last win. Yeah. I'd still take a Giroud. I'd still take a peak Sanchez. And yeah, Colonel, you're right. Adebayor, that is the other kind of memory where you suddenly, yeah, you have that kind of feeling. Again, it's just hatred. And it typified the era of the mercenary, didn't it? Really, you saw the exodus of players from us to City. Yeah, after moving to the Emirates, when the board were weak and basically sold us out. Really, didn't want to invest, and we saw player year after year go elsewhere, follow the money, chase the money, and yeah, we ended up with a few other players. Yeah, not at the level that we were. Ho hum. Yeah, BX, this Sunday we make some new great memories. Well, look, we've got to start somewhere, haven't we? And 100% massive game for us, I think, as a group. Yeah, it's a massive statement. We get a win out of this. It is a massive statement for us, and I think everyone will be absolutely buzzing. And we've got a massive game going to Tottenham. They'll be well up for it, but I tell you what, we got nothing to fear in that case. We'll let them come and try and play football, and I'm sure we'll pick them off. We'll play the better stuff. So yeah, do the same tactics as they did against Chelsea. Just play off, yeah, just a real high line, whatever. Just go on, just be Spursy for us, just for that game. That'd be good. Word on the street is Haaland knows as soon as the whistle blows, he's to go back in Saliba's pocket. Yeah, 100%. Look, I'd say that he's one of the key players. It will be Saliba. We even talk about Gabriel. They complement each other so well. But you even just saw that game. It was this season's one, wasn't it? And Haaland tried to run through the centre, and he's looking out the corner of his eye where Saliba was, and he was going to like bump him off to kind of run onto the ball, and then Saliba just went across him, and then Haaland just bounced off him like a sack of shit and just fell on the floor, and then Saliba just carried on. So look, he's got a massive job to do. He's obviously been rested. I don't know how many minutes he played for France. So obviously, I know he's not flavour of the month with Deschamps. Don't know if he got on or not. But look, he'll have had a fair rest. So hopefully, he'll be ready and ready to rock and roll. El Smuggo is in the house. All right, Liam. Hope the little one's good. Time to make a proper statement. It is the time. And the rest of this season is that statement now. And look, a win, 9 wins. Yeah, that's a big milestone. Take the next 2, and you're suddenly saying, okay, well, we're on the right path to then the next big games that will come along. Obviously, we go and do the Champions League, and then we come back again, and we have to obviously get that next game out of the way. But we have to take it one game at a time, and there's no point overlooking it and looking too far ahead because, yeah, you're only as good as the next game, and you've got to beat that team that's in front of you. We're Arsenal. We made Stoke look hard away. Look, as I said, look, we always had hard games. We, they were tough games. They were just the physicality side of things. It's not the way of playing. Yeah, the atmosphere, just the whole thing. It's if you've ever been to Stoke, it is horrendous. People with webbed feet. You know, what I mean, four tongues. Yeah, like you know, what I mean, just they are very slightly odd. Only joking, but no, we as fans come with health warnings. Obviously, you are certain to have heart attack being an Arsenal fan. It's never been simple. It's never been easy watching Arsenal. To then see us dominate games the way we've done recently has been very good. So look, it's very unlike Arsenal. So I'm all for that. I don't mind that. It's quite nice to be able to kind of just sit there without kind of cowering and kind of just like grimacing. Do you remember the Nottingham Forest game? Never seen such a one-sided game that was 0-0 for so long, about nearly 70 minutes. We scored 2 goals, and it was still nice and simple. And then we contrived to give them an easy goal with like 5 minutes left, which then made it an absolute nightmare. And so yeah, that's Arsenal. That's all over. We don't do it the easy way. Yeah. So predictions. Yeah, I think obviously we got huge potential for a good display because we have got everyone there. We turn up and we show that we turn up for the big games this season. We've got better game management as well. All the players there. It's a massive boost for us. I think that I think in itself is going to be a massive confidence boost for everyone. And I think they'll be chomping at the bit to do it. This is why I'm kind of cautiously positive. I would say just solely for the fact I think we're in probably the best shape we could probably be in. We've also got a few that are still coming back. I still would love to have had Timber back by now, but obviously it's never possible on that side. But I think we'd come away with a draw, which in the grand scheme of things might not be a bad result, in all honesty. You know what I mean? A loss to City, then they're 2 points ahead of us. And then we obviously we've got to try and claw that back as well. So yeah, a draw might not be too bad. I think Liverpool will drop points at some point. They'll drop points. So I've gone for a 2-2 draw for Sunday. So I think it'll be a nervy one, but I think we certainly can go there and get a result. Yeah, I'd take a 1-0 win, but look, just don't lose the game. Don't lose the game against your rival, and then you take it on to the next 9 games and stay in with a chance. So, yeah, what are your thoughts, everyone? Oh yeah, and obviously the memories as well. I was just going to say the memories. I had this as well. This everyone remember it? the penalty that wasn't the penalty. And yeah, Odegaard's foot is there to the side of the ball, and Ederson comes through his foot to scuff the ball through his foot. And yeah, they didn't give a penalty. And yeah, they naturally didn't show this. I don't think they actually showed the angle, did they? They held this one back until the next day, which is quite telling, isn't it? I think, in all honesty. So yeah, I think they only want you to see what they want you to see. In all honesty, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I really did not like that. I thought that was and then it was the sucker punch was then them getting the penalty with Xhaka making the or pulling the shirt, which again, why the player goes down the way he did. Yeah, makes a mockery out of it. Colonel 3-0 if Carl Walker plays to City. 3-0 Arsenal if Rico Lewis plays. Not a fan of Rico Lewis then, Colonel. Yeah, that'll be. It's going to be interesting. I'm not. Well, I don't know. Look, it's all about how we start the game and stay in the game. If we go kamikaze and we just implode, then yeah, look, we've been down this road before, but I don't think we will do that. So yeah, yeah. The other thing really about the game as well is just how fit is, say, like Kevin De Bruyne, and these are the things where you say how fit is Saka, and these are the things that are going to be the telling moments as well. We talk about Saka having a quiet game, or we talk about De Bruyne, yeah, not doing anything or get subbed off or whatever. Then you do wonder about it. Rice, I look at this and I suddenly think, well, he's played 2 90-minute games in friendlies, and he's coming straight back in, and he's going to be trying to be doing 90 minutes in a massive game on Sunday as well. So I'd have liked him to have had a little kind of a break on that side, but no, it is what it is. But apparently went out partying after as well. So yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be fine. Whilst we go through the thoughts on the game. Yeah, John Richards, a big man, JR. I know we want and we can win, but the Etihad is one of the few remaining psychological barriers to break. If we come away with a draw, it'll be a fantastic result. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that 100%. It is a barrier that we've got to kind of break down, just like we did with Anfield to a degree. We've had some good results there recently. It's something to build on. It's something to keep building on and keep pushing on. So, yeah, a good comment. Yeah, Mark Dunning at Dunning Mark, hopeful of 3 points. Looks like all our players came back from international duty unharmed. They are unbeaten at home all season, so a draw, it can't be considered a bad result. Yeah, as I say, I think, yeah, a draw I'd be over the moon with. I'd take it. But again, if we play really well, you may feel a little bit hard done by with only a draw. But we've played well, not so much away from home and not got anything. We've done it at home and you don't come away with anything. So let's just hope for a good performance, and hopefully it all kind of comes around and we're all cheering at the end of it. Thomas, Arsenal, Calcio. we have a good chance to get a positive result, but it's still a tough game. Hopefully, the rest will have done us some good. Winning the midfield battle will be key. Yeah, no, it's a crucial area. Yeah, we've definitely got to get a grip of it, and certainly sort out the spaces behind. The Arsenal therapy show. Martinelli starts and no Walker. 3-1 to Arsenal. No Martinelli, no Walker. 1-1. No Martinelli, but yes, Walker. 3-1 Man City. So, yeah, some good working out there. Yeah, and his thoughts, fake Man City injuries, everyone miraculously healthy. Manchester refs, crooked Aussie VAR. Guess you could say I'm not super confident. I'm going to go out on a limb and predict 2-2. Yeah, that's what I've gone for. Yeah, Jared. What's his surname? Jared. Idiot. I don't know. Should call him. Yeah, he was the VAR for that home game with the penalties. So he was the one that kind of gave the pull on the shirt to get reviewed, and then didn't allow our one. So yeah, it's but again, this is something where we have to kind of get over as well. Maybe that's part of the problem. Don't make it about the referees. Do your job. Get the win. Colonel, I hate draws. Rather lose one than win 2, than draw 2 and win 1. Yeah, well, no, but there's kind of levels to that as well. I'd rather draw against my main rival than potentially a loss. But as I say, if the situation goes that we are in a position to win it, and we can go and win it, because yeah, if City are having a bad day, and like I said back in those last 10 games, they haven't been ripping up trees with their performances, and if we can get in and around them and make it uncomfortable and make the crowd really uncomfortable and quiet, then we've got a say. Yeah, if we mess around and we're not solid, we're not strong in those opening kind of exchanges, then it could be anything. That's what a team like City could do to you. But if we are focused and we're fully at the task in hand, and we've got our plan and we follow it, then we have got a chance. And this is where, yeah, I'd be saying I'd be disappointed if we didn't get a win, if we played really well and City were kind of nullified. That's what it is. But it's easy enough saying, yeah, we can try and nullify them. Do it for 90 minutes is another statement. You might have a good half, but again, doing it all through the game, there'll always be that one chance, as we saw last season, wasn't it? The home game, 3-1, wasn't it? And yeah, Haaland, Grealish scored. Who else? Or was that a penalty as well? Was there a penalty in that? I know Saka scored a penalty, didn't he? But yeah, I thought we played fairly well, and then all shit happened. So yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, no, look, I get mid table teams, or kind of the ones kind of in that top 10. Yeah, draw. I'd rather, yeah. You want to win games and not really draw a huge amount, but as I say, if you're in direct competition, it keeps you above your main opponent, then yeah, you take it. But you wouldn't want to lose it. You wouldn't want to go 2 points behind them with 9 games left. I'd rather still be where I am without dropping any ground. Then yeah, having to make up the ground. But as I say, if we're in that position to kind of go and win the game, and if we are going to put the teams to the sword like we've done with those last 10 games, then go and show it because we've got the ability to do it. Yeah, we're just going to show it. So, yeah, no, it's all about us at the end of the day. And we've just got to focus on it and get it done. Any questions in the chat? Drop them in there. So a quick check on Twitter, just to have a quick look. Is there anything going on? No, okay. No, that's fine. All right, well, yeah, Colonel, I get what you mean, but like we need to get rid of that fear factor and win. Go for it. If we draw or lose, Liverpool and City favourites for me. But I respect opinion. Yeah, no, look, this is why we talk football. You know what I mean? We've all got opinions. If we draw City and Liverpool favourites, I'll tell you what, it'll be interesting to see the result before us. I'll tell you what, if Liverpool do drop points in that game, it'll be an interesting one. I wouldn't put it past Brighton to turn up and come up with a strange performance like they've done, and they have made some strange kind of performances where you suddenly think, Jesus, they've done really well, but then all of a sudden they'll have an absolute nightmare. Cure 5-0 for Liverpool. Obviously, I've just gone and jinxed it, but you never know. And this is the good thing about it. And yeah, I think every team's going to drop points, but it's just making sure you don't lose many matches. Obviously, we've got Old Trafford, we've got the Tottenham Stadium. Yeah, big games, and we've got to get as many points as we can. That's as simple as that. We all know that. But yeah, City. Look, City beat us, then I would say because of who they are and what they've got, then they would be favourites. Yeah, Liverpool with the easier run, I still think they're just maybe a little bit short when it comes down to it. But if we stay in there, we don't lose, then we've got a massive chance, and we've got to take it. But yeah, Colonel, yeah, great opinions on the chat. So yeah, keep it going. It's all good. Zoom in the UK 3-1 Arsenal win. Oh, it's brave. KO with a screamer of a diving header from kickoff with a screaming. Is that? I thought that was a bit from the wrestling show. KO Kevin Owens. Screamer of a diving header from Kiwior. I'll tell you what, I'll take it. Yeah, 100% Zoom. I'll take that. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one to have. We're debating whether or not it's going to be Zinchenko. It's going to be Kiwior. 2 seasons ago, look, we were kind of a little bit up in arms, weren't we? We were just no backup. So it shows that we're on the right path. But look, anyone's diving header, don't care, own goal, anything, any kind of nice kind of gift they want to kind of bring out. Another deflected goal would be lovely. Not gonna lie, maybe something off Carl Walker. Just give us something, Carl. Come on. So no, I think it's going to be season defining. Yeah, we win that, then look, depending on what Liverpool do, we could be. Let's pull it up. Let's just pull it up now. I want to have a quick look. And how many times have I looked at it? I looked at it so many times just to get clear. Yeah, so Liverpool win. We're 3 points ahead of us. If we draw, obviously 2 points, but obviously it'll be 3 points. Man City will be 2 points ahead of us. So straight away we need to make up those details. But I'm just looking forward to the next games. And you picture, what is it? We all play on the Wednesday, is that right? No. No, Tottenham, no. So it's Arsenal, Luton, and Man City, Aston Villa. Aston Villa or City kick off after us. That'll be an interesting game. See, that's again not a given, but you don't know. And then Liverpool play on the Thursday with an easy game against Sheffield United. And then City go to Crystal Palace on Saturday, when we go to Brighton. And then Liverpool play Man United away on the Sunday. So look, there's lots of football, isn't there? You just look at it, just even those games, and you just say you could drop points here, but you could pick them up elsewhere. But I think the main thing is, can we stay within range of those final 3-4 games? And if there's any kind of mistakes that go on, we're there to mop it up. But yeah, no, it's been really good tonight. It's been so spontaneous. I haven't even got an outro video on here. So thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. Yeah, I'm going to get some sleep as well, Colonel. I've got to get in as well early morning. So I've been up since 3:45. So it's been a long day. So yeah, good. Thanks for watching. I know some of you have been maybe probably watching for a few hours with the show before, but yeah, Colonel, good sleep, and yeah, everyone have a great Easter. I hope it's a good one. Certainly on Sunday, because the Arsenal hopefully are back and we're ready to push on for the title. So yeah, it's the Bray, come on the Gunners, and yeah, let's hope for 3 points, but I'll take a draw. Cheers, everyone.